What's up guys, Rip here. Last night at Tokyo Game Show, Harada and Michael Murray were at the Mad Cat stream to talk about Tekken 7, and they showed us the first look at a new character from Latin America and also announced the second new character as well. What you're seeing here is the first character they announced. Her name is apparently Catalina, and here's what they said about her gameplay. Number 1. Her fight style is apparently Savate, which is a type of French kickboxing. Apparently one of the differences between this kickboxing and Muay Thai kickboxing is that in this one, fighters use their feet but not their shins or knees. Number 2. Harada said that she'll be a character designed for beginners. What this means exactly is unknown of course, but they gave an example where if someone is just mashing one button, that this will somehow be useful. I take that to mean that, if someone's hitting 1-1-1 or back 3-3-3 or forward 2-2-2, then these strings are going to be more useful for this characters than they have been for characters in the past. Number 3. They said that she'll be a little sassy and actually talk during fights. Now, this is something that I've wanted more of in Tekken in general, so I'm super glad to hear that they are doing something like this. The best part about Street Fighter Cross Tekken to me was getting to hear the Tekken characters speak more. So while I'm stoked that this is in for a new character, I also hope that this also makes its way over to the older characters as well. Now, visually when I saw her, I actually thought it was Christy, and BL in my stream chat immediately called her Julia Monteiro. So, I don't think that they're going to change this appearance much, but who knows, maybe Christy and Julia aren't even in Tekken 7, since they've reiterated that it will be a smaller roster as well. Now, the second character that was announced was when Michael Murray came onto the microphone at the end of the broadcast. He and Harada were talking about how they are confirmed to come to Strong Style next week, so that's awesome. But during this talk is when they brought up that we will see a second new character at the location test. He didn't really say playable, but he did infer that he has been playing with the character, so that's a little bit up in the air. But he did go on to say that this new character has a gameplay mechanic that they have not done in the past in Tekken, and that it's kind of like something you would see in a 2D game. Now, I know a lot of people are going to jump to the conclusion that it's just a projectile, and it might be. But if we take him on his word that they haven't done this in the past in Tekken, then it wouldn't be a projectile because Eliza has that in Tekken Revolution. So maybe it's like a jump cancel off certain moves maybe, or maybe it's link combos. Who knows? That's just all speculation. Now, aside from these two character announcements, they also talked a little bit about the game in general and gave us more information about the upcoming Japanese location test from October 3rd to October 5th in Tokyo and Osaka. For those of you who don't know, this will also be streamed on Nico Nico, so we are going to get to see gameplay of Tekken 7 within 2 weeks. So hang on to your butts, it's coming. Michael Murray also said that he's had a lot of time playing with the game with Mishima Star in the office, and that they're trying to, quote, return to the essence of Tekken. So to me that means that they're trying to, go back to the basics of just the movement, the ground game, the side steps, maybe shorter juggles. And essentially that's what he said. He said that they're working on the very basics of the system and they're refining it. But additionally, they also announced that there are 2 new game features as well, which we should get to see in action at the location test. So if I were a betting person, I'd probably put money on some sort of meter system, maybe a meter for rage mode, maybe a meter for super or ultra or something, maybe even stage interactables, who knows, we're just gonna have to wait and see, but it's only 2 weeks away. Moving on to the location test itself, if you're lucky enough to have an arcade around you, then this might be useful to you. Tekken 7 is planned to be an online arcade game, so they will be testing gameplay from Tokyo and Osaka networked together in the arcade. So that's about 500 kilometers apart, which is like 300 miles, so that's like a 4 to 5 hour drive away. So they must be pretty confident in this netcode. But they also said that while it's not decided yet, they also want to try to test from Japan to Korea. So, probably like something like Tokyo to Seoul, South Korea. So if any of you guys are interested in seeing Japanese and Korean players play each other, of course they are considered the highest level Tekken in the world. Obviously this is something that might actually happen in the arcades going forward. Michael Murray also said that somewhere in their roadmap down the line, they would like to get a location test for the USA as well. So that's some good news for me, at least here in SoCal, because we have at least round 1 arcade, so I might get to at least play the game a bit during its stint in the arcades. He also went on to say that they are thinking about bringing arcade cabinets to events and such, like they did for Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And back then they brought it around for SoCal Regionals, Super Arcade at a location test, they also brought some out for Comic-Con, etc, etc. Now, unfortunately though, to me this really drives home the fact that we are far away from a console release. If they were planning on bringing it to console soon, they wouldn't have had to think about bringing it to events for us to try it out. So this to me says that once the game comes out in arcades, we're gonna have a lengthy wait until a console release, which totally bums me out. My guess, the soonest we're gonna get to play the game at home is gonna be like 2016, soonest. And if they do something like Tekken 7 extended finale or something, to where they rebalance the game, then we may not see it on console until even later than that. And of course, this is all speculation because we don't even have a release date for the arcade version yet. But based on the history of how things went with Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2 for their arcade to console releases, I can't help but be a little bit bummed out by it. So that about wraps things up. Kind of a bummer, I know. But, we're going to get to see gameplay October 3rd to 5th on the Nico streams. If you guys don't know where that's at, follow me on Twitter, REEPAL. I'll be probably tweeting it out when it goes live. You guys can also check out the website, levelupyourgame.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I will catch you guys next time.